Now it's your turn to solve the inequality. Negative 4 times the quantity 8 minus y is greater than or equal to 7 times the quantity y minus 2 minus y. Stop the video, take a moment to work this out in your lecture note packet, and then return to the video to check your answer. To solve the inequality, negative 4 times the quantity 8 minus y is greater than or equal to 7 times the quantity y minus 2 minus y. We begin by simplifying each side of the inequality. We'll begin by distributing the negative 4 through the parentheses on the left side of the inequality. Negative 4 times 8 is negative 32. Negative 4 times a negative y is a positive 4y. On the right side of the inequality, we distribute 7 into the y minus 2. 7 times y is 7y. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. On the left side of the inequality, we have negative 32 plus 4y, and there's nothing to simplify over there. On the right side of the inequality, 7y minus 14 minus y leaves us with 6y minus 14. We'll now isolate the variable term by subtracting 6y from both sides of the inequality. We want to remember we subtract it from the right and we subtract it from the left. And again, we simplify. Negative 32 plus 4y minus 6y is negative 2y minus 32 on the left. On the right side, 6y minus 14 minus 6y leaves us with negative 14. All the variables are on the left, so now we need to remove the minus 32 from the left side of the inequality. The opposite of subtracting 32 is adding 32, so we'll add 32 to both sides of the inequality. Negative 2y minus 32 plus 32 is negative 2y. Negative 14 plus 32 is 18. Again, through all of that process, the inequality did not change because all we did was add or subtract numbers from both sides of the inequality. Our final step is to eliminate the coefficient on the variable. Currently, we have negative 2y, and the way to cancel out multiplying by negative 2 is to divide both sides by negative 2. The catch is to remember, anytime you're multiplying or dividing an inequality by a negative number, the inequality will be reversed. Our greater than or equal to that we originally had will now become a less than or equal to. Again, simplifying, negative 2y divided by negative 2 is y, so y is less than 18 divided by negative 2 is negative 9. While it is not asked for, it can be very helpful to visualize this on a number line so we can interpret this in interval notation. I draw a quick sketch of a number line with a 0 giving us an orientation and a negative 9 to the left of the 0. The less than or equal to says we want everything to the left of the negative 9, and we also want to include negative 9 as a potential solution. We will either do this with a closed circle at negative 9 or a square bracket facing to the left. Given this sketch of a number line, it'll be easier for us to orient our interval notation. We know on the left side there is no end, so we're going to describe it as going all the way from negative infinity, and on the right end, we're stopping here at negative 9. So the solution set in interval notation is from negative infinity on the left up to negative 9 on the right. We do not include negative infinity, so it gets a parenthesis, and we do include negative 9, so it gets a bracket. And the solution set written in set builder notation would be the set of all y's such that y is less than or equal to negative 9.